Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back with another brand new video. Today's video will be back with another prediction and team news video as Rangers go ahead with their first game back at Ibrox since the old firm. And as always, before we dive any deeper in today's video, just a friendly reminder in case you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and join the nation and help us on our way towards that 55k mark. But without any further ado, let's dive into it, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Rangers versus St Mirren, 3 PM kickoff. It will be on the Saturday. As mentioned in the intro, it will be the first home game of 2019 and it's vitally important coming at this time as well because I think we need to have a real strong performance. Since we came back from 2019, it's been a little bit iffy, I'd say, our play, our build-up, our consistency throughout the entire 90 minutes. So it's good that we get this tie against St Mirren. Absolutely no disrespect to the opposition, but I'm expecting a very, very strong performance for the Glasgow Rangers and we need to set things straight and show we are ready for the second half of the season. Before we go any further though, we have a bit of news revolving our latest Rangers signing. Now, if you followed me on Twitter yesterday, I did say I was waiting to upload my video, I was waiting to record it because I was waiting for Glen Kamara to sign for Rangers. I mean, the tweets are there. And I knew for a fact the second that I finish and the video is ready to upload, Glen Kamara will sign on the dotted line, and it actually just happened the exact way. Like, genuinely, you couldn't write it, so I just want to apologise for everyone that did watch yesterday's video. Obviously, I didn't speak about Glen Kamara going to be signing. I talked about Matt Polster being the last Rangers signing of the transfer window. Obviously, I was wrong about that, but if you watch the video, I actually typed in Glen Kamara will probably sign sometime. The reason I actually bring it up in today's video is because Glen Kamara was actually the featured player along with Steven Gerrard during the Rangers TV's press conference ahead of the actual match. Now, I want to rule out a couple of things. Glen Kamara definitely won't start tomorrow, but he is eligible to play tomorrow if he wanted to. But Gerrard has come out and said he's not trained properly for 3 weeks. He's obviously not had a game in that time. It's going to take him a wee bit of time to actually adjust to Rangers' fitness and intensity, and then you'll see him in and around the squad. So unfortunately we'll see no debut for Glen Kamara and we will not be seeing a debut for Matty Polster either because he's sort of at the end of the MLS season because of the way the schedule works, and Gerrard has ruled him out saying it's going to take him more time than maybe a Glen Kamara to get up to speed because he's sort of on his off period just now, already played a full season, kind of like an Alfredo Morelos situation from last year, so they're going to take it easy with him, not rush him back into anything, just to rule out the case of any injury. So with the two new boys, I think it's fair to say that neither of them will be featuring in tomorrow's game. But when you think about it, we've just signed two people and they're not going to be in the squad in a few weeks, but it's not a worry, it's not something to freak out about or start biting your fingernails. I think that's a testament to how strong our squad is, especially depth-wise this season compared to previous seasons where one or two players drop out, we're absolutely screwed, but this season we're like, cool, we've got 4 or 5 different people in that position ready to step up when needed. And I think that's actually a pretty good transition over to what Steven Gerrard was talking about regarding the rotation for the squad, because since we came back to 2019 the games have been coming quick and fast. Saturday, Friday, Wednesday, Sunday, Wednesday, etc. It's going to go on for that, so there will be some rotations. He has said he will be disappointing a few people that's been playing well recently because obviously they've got to freshen up the squad, reduce the risk of injuries and sort of give other people playing time as well. So I'm thinking that Ryan Jack's probably going to be dropped tomorrow, which I wouldn't like to see, but I think he's one of these players who has been playing well but will be slightly disappointing not to be featuring in the starting 11. Hope I'm wrong. Now, as you can imagine, with Steven Gerrard talking about the rotation, the media tried to get some things out of Gerrard, but again, he controlled it beautifully like he used to control the centre mid spot. He came out and basically said that some people will be getting chances, and maybe some of the people that you've saw are not getting as many chances as others. That's because they're not working hard enough behind the scenes and in training. He was pretty blunt, but it sort of answers the question why some people are getting favoured over others. Now we're going to move over to one of the worst parts of the videos each and every single week, and no, it's not my overall commentary. Stop that, please. Stop that. I try my best. I know it's crap. It is actually going to be the injury update slash suspension list. Thankfully, there is no suspensions. We're fully good on that side of things, but injury-wise, we've still got Connor Goldson, who has been confirmed to be still missing. Now I'm starting to get worried because it was supposed to be like a little minor thing, but now he's missed about 3 or 4 matches and I'm starting to get a little bit worried. But if you see how Gerrard talks about the injury, it's almost like, yeah, it's nothing too serious. So I'm kind of 50-50 with this one. I really hope Goldson's back soon, and that's the kind of what I'm reading from Gerrard's body language. But on the other side, he's still not here. We're not getting a confirmed timetable, so I'm a little bit If someone we did get an actual update though, timetable wise, was actually Grezda. He's back already from his crutches in Tenerife to jogging with the first team squad. Gerrard says it's going to take him a couple of weeks to get up. You're probably looking at 1 or 2 weeks before Grezda is adding another headache to Steven Gerrard picking the starting 11. And last but not least, we obviously have Jamie Murphy and Graham Dorrans. Graham Dorrans is still out with the first team, getting better and physically better every single day, which is great to see, but the timetable is still the same. End of February for Graham Dorrans. Jamie Murphy progressing well, but it's going to be a sort of push to get him back before the end of the season. And that's it for the injury updates. Thankfully there's no fresh injuries coming off that crazy park in Cow and Beef. We managed to survive those, sit deep and kick the living mince pies out us. We survived, there's no injuries. We go into the home game versus St Mirren basically fully fit, barring the ones that was obviously previously injured. So I'm thinking with Gerrard's sort of conference that he's going to be mixing up the squad a lot, but there'll be a couple of changes. Hopefully Tavernier's back at right back. Imagine he started with Flanagan. Imagine. I'm sure Kenticles will be back on the wing. You're looking at Alfredo Morelos coming back to the centre forward spot. But one of the questions I want to ask you guys for who's going to be watching this video to this point is, what would you do with this 2 up top formation? I think this is a perfect game and a perfect opportunity to try it once again. Like I've said in previous videos, away from home I would stick to what we know. The 4-3-3 works. We've shown that. It definitely works, and I think that's best away from home. But if we really want to break down teams who's going to come here and sit with 2 banks of 4, I reckon we go with the 2 up front. We go with Jermaine Defoe and Alfredo Morelos and try to create havoc in the St Mirren box, because it's no surprise what they're going to do. They're obviously going to come here, defend deep and play maybe for set pieces, try and get a point if they actually can. So I think trying this new formation, believing in it, especially when you're at home versus St Mirren, is the perfect opportunity, and that is going to sort of feed in to my actual prediction. So what would you do with the formation? Would you stick to the 4-3-3, or would you go back to the 2 up top and try it at home versus St Mirren? While you let me know your opinion, I'm going to give you my prediction, and I'm going to go with the 2 up top formation. So I am going to go with Rangers 5, St Mirren 0. I genuinely believe we're going to go for a score that big. I believe we need to go out there and truly do a statement performance, sort that goal difference, because I think this season there's going to be a lot of twists and turns, points dropped, weeks, some shocks, so the goal difference is vitally important. So I think Gerrard will set the boys out to score as many as possible, and I'm going to go with a Jermaine Defoe goal. I'm going to go for 2 for Alfredo Morelos, and the last goals will come from Ryan Kent, and finally a Nikola Katic header. But that is it from my side of things for today's video, and I'm second, we're about to jump over and read out the people's opinion. But before we do that, get your predictions down in the comments section below. I'd like to see some goal scorers. What's your thoughts on the overall game? And also, grab your refreshments everyone, it's time for a sponsor break. I've left mine downstairs, so I'll be back in a second. And bang, we are back already. Look at the pace between No Can and Can. It was almost like Peter Livenkrantz in the early 2000s. But anyway, here we go. 3, 2, 1, sponsor break. Easily the weirdest thing I've ever done. Now that I've successfully composed myself, it's time to jump over to my favourite part of every single video. It's reading out the people's opinion from Twitter. 614 votes, there's still an hour to go, so thank you so much for jumping in already. That's been incredible support. 2% votes for a draw, 5% of the voting votes for a St Mirren win, but 93% of the people votes for a Rangers win. So let's see what the people have had to say. Rampant Red Neiman Lion 1872 says 16-1. We're all to score. All of them. Brilliant. Thank you. David Nimmo says 3-0 Rangers. That's what I like to see. Peter Ramsey says 3-1 Rangers. They're going to go with Morelos, Kent and Tavernier. Jude says should be a solid win. I'm going to go for a 3-0. Well win. Well win indeed. Dominant Docherty writes in accidentally voted St Mirren. 5-0 Rangers. Morelos double. Tav, Halliday and Defoe. You've ruined this. Mark Mendes says 5-0. The OG of the channel. 5-0 Morelos hat-trick. Arfield and Kent with the goals. George Pope says 4-0 Rangers. Defoe to score 2. Alfredo and Nikola Katic. We are very, very close with that one, mate. Liam types in 3-0 to the famous El Buffalo Davis. And a Defoe to score the last. Alexander McKenzie writes in 5-0 to Rangers. Morelos with 2. Jack, the 30th minute goal. As always, consistency. Kent and Katic with the other goals. Moles types in 3-0 to Rangers. Andrew Reid says 5-0. Davis, Morelos, Jack, Kent, Katic. Did I miss one out? And the last 2 or 3 that we'll actually read out come from William McNeil. He says 5-1. Jack, Halliday, Davis and Defoe to score 2. And the last one we'll read out comes from... Gary Wilson. Says, we will thump St. Mirren. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You've heard the people's opinion. They're very, very confident. You've heard mine. I'm going to go high with 5-0. If you haven't put yours in, make sure you be doing that in the comment section below. And also shout out to the patrons. We are now up to 51 strong. I know a couple of people's waiting until we hit to 54 so they can be the 55th. Dodgy. Get in now. But genuinely, thank you so much for signing up to the Patreon and continue to support the channel. If you would like to join them, by the way, the link for that will be down in the description below. As always, I've been gerrard92. Thank you so much for watching and bye.